Hey guys, SuperPaperSquirps here. Welcome to hopefully the final episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. So, quickly starting off here, I am actually giving up on finding Latias because it might be impossible for me to find at this very exact time. Mostly because of the fact that Latias might be based off of clock-based events. And since I'm using a ROM, clock-based events will not happen. That's why I cannot try to go and have a chance of getting a whole other Master Ball. If you guys know what I'm talking about with the Lilyco City department store, I will not be able to go back there and see if it'll check that, because that is a clock-based event and it will never allow me to go and like do that. But anyway, this episode we are going to be tackling down everything that is left to do in this game, which is very little stuff, going to a couple of small places, explaining what to do there, because there's another clock-based event that you can do there that I'm not gonna do. Lots to talk about. And then I just have to explain the Battle Frontier, and then the little places inside the Battle Frontier for all the stuff you can do, and then it will be the end of this Let's Play. Finally! I've literally been waiting for the end of this LP for so long. This is the one LP that, despite the fact of how fun it was, it just got too long. Anyway, here, this is the Abandoned Ship. This is one of the coolest soundtracks in this game, I have to admit. And the Abandoned Ship here is kind of in a layout like the SS title. It's a bunch of different rooms, some of them underwater, I think it is, and some of them like just regular rooms. But I'm not going to explore it. As a bunch of different items, a variety of different items that you can go and get there. I think there's a rare candy in there. But I am not going to go and get that right now. Alright, so, next place to head to is over to Moss Deep from here. Now, this is where this area that we're going to be heading to here is where you can go and catch Spheals. And a bunch of, I think, Galelies and Snoruns. I'm not sure about Galeli, but I know about Snorun. I still have a freaking cold. I hate it. Anyway, we're gonna want to go straight north of Moss Deep City here. Try not to get into too many Pokemon battles on the way here. But this area is where I did end up catching Wazowski. And this is a clock-based event because there's two tides. This is one of the cool part about this area here, is that there are tides right here. If you go at different tides, which are the different daytimes, it'll be lower and you'll be able to walk around here. But right now, since it's a clock-based event, it'll always be filled up with water here for me, so I can't fully explore it. I'm sorry about that, but if you truly own the game, then you'll be able to go and search around here. But there is a guy over here. Now, if you go and collect sand, if you talk to him here, are you planning on going deep in there? How about bringing me back some shoal salt and shoal cells? Cells? I can make you something good if you bring me the ingredients. Alright, he can actually make you a Soothe Bell. And I actually have to look really quick what a Soothe Bell does, because I totally forgot about what it does. What does it do here? Alright, so what a Shell Bell does is when it's held by a Pokemon, the Pokemon recovers HP equal to 1/8 of the total damage its move deals. So, basically, when you attack something, what ends up is you get health back for the amount of damage you do. So if you look at one-hit KO, I think you get all your health back. Although, for the fact I cannot confirm that, that is what it would assume to do. So, it is very helpful. But there is actually another item called a Soothe Bell that I'm not going to get too far into. Now, where to head next? Ah, yes. If you guys remember, north of Mauville City here, right before we get into the Sandy route where the original Mirage Tower was, there's an area called the Trainer Hill. Now, the Trainer Hill, I'm not going to do anything with Trainer Hill here. It'll be right off to our right. I think it's actually right here. Trainer Hill is basically to test your will with holding together against a bunch of trainers. Now, Trainer Hill, what happens is you're going to battle a bunch of different floors of trainers. Now, each of the trainers, their highest level Pokemon will be equivalent, or all their Pokemon will be equivalent to your highest level Pokemon. So, say you went in there, I think you can only use 3 Pokemon, maybe 6. I've never really done Trainer Hill that much. But the trainers, your opponent's Pokemon, will all be level 59 if I was going in there and battling it. It'll be equivalent to the highest level of all your Pokemon. Not combined, but the highest level Pokemon that you have in your party at that time. So say I brought in Rayquaza or something like that, which I'm not sure if I can because it's legendary, but if I did bring it in there, it'd be equivalent to level 70. So, now, there is one last thing that I'm going to show here before heading to the Battle Frontier, and that is in Pacific Log Town. Pacific Log. Now, if I remember right, there is a house. I think it might be this one, if I remember correctly. Right here. Let's talk to this old man. Mirage Island. It must become visible and invisible, depending on the weather conditions. That makes mirages appear. Or is it really appearing and disappearing? Let's talk to this guy right here. I can't see Mirage Island today. So, this is another clock-based event that I cannot sit around and wait for. Most of the clock-based events I get into at the end here, but Mirage Island will hold Pokemon called Wynot, or Wynot, however they're pronounced. But those Pokemon, when they evolve, they will turn into Wobbuffet, which can learn Dream Eater, if I remember right, and that's very good for Pokemon that go to rest. I'm so sorry. I don't know, it's just stuffy in my room today, and I have bad days, and I really want to get this recording out for you guys so that next time that I have a good day, I can be able to just go and do all that I want. But, anyway, this is the Battle Frontier. This is the Battle Tower. Keep win streak as the toughest trainer. So, there are going to be 6 different areas you can go to in the Battle Frontier to test your battle skills. That was the Battle Towers we just went and saw there. And, this is the Battle Palace. Keep your eyes on Pokemon battles. Now, I have to actually read off what each one of these does here, because I never really got too far into the Battle Frontier in Emerald. There's actually 7 places, my mistake. The Battle Tower, the Battle Dome, the Battle Palace, the Battle Arena, the Battle Factory, the Battle Pike, and the Battle Pyramid. Now, we will see here in a second. Alright, let's go one by one here. First of all, in this area, we're gonna actually have to go and find Scott's house, which should be straight north of here, all the way up to the top of the island for the Battle Frontier. Should be about right up here, if I remember correctly. Should be right around here somewhere. If not, that's probably the Battle Dome right there. We just gotta look through some of these houses. Yep, here it is, Scott's house. Well, hello, and welcome. Sorry about the cramped space. Anyway, Squirps, let me formally welcome you to the Battle Frontier. This is my dream come true. It took me years and years, but I've finally given shape to my dream. On reflection, it was a terribly long journey. I left home alone on a quest to find strong trainers. No one can imagine how much effort or time it took to make this real. I think I could, because I spent 44 hours on this single game, almost 2 days straight. Just for about a 10 or 12 hour Let's Play. Whoop-de-doo. But that's all in the past. No point dwelling on that. All I want for you is to enjoy battling to your heart's content here. I want you to have this as a memento for all the time our paths cross on our journeys. We got 2 battle points. You can check your battle points on your Frontier Pass, which we did have when entering the Battle Frontier firstly. The more success you have here at the Battle Frontier, the more battle points you will collect. Use your battle points the way you see fit, like trading them for items. Alright. Now, since Scott is basically the big guy, although he has the very small house here in the Battle Frontier, there is going to be 7 different areas which you can test your battle skills in a bunch of different ways. First of all, the dome, the Battle Dome here, which actually holds this guy. They're called aces, typically, or the leaders of each of these areas. This will allow you to get different, like, say, badges, as we're gonna see here, the symbols. There's 7 of them here. Once you beat each of these bigger kind of leader guys for each of these areas, you'll get a symbol, and I think you have to beat him twice to be able to get the major, like the bigger silver, like you get a silver and then a gold or something like that. That might have been incorporated in the later games, but I'm pretty sure it's in this game too. Anyway, Domace Tucker rules this, and he looks so much like Girahim, but with fairy wings and purple. It's not even funny. Actually, it is funny, because you can laugh to your heart's content at him, because he's so freaking hilariously looking. This here should be the Battle Factory. Seek out the toughest Pokemon. Now, in the Battle Dome, what you're gonna have to do is after you win... Sorry. The Battle Dome is set up tournament style, where new entrants join 16 trainer challenges. There are quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals in each tournament. By the end of a single tournament, you will have had 4 battles. A tournament tree charts your progress through each tournament. Now, after you win 16 straight tournaments, you'll be able to go and battle the leader, the Dome Ace, Tucker. And then you're just gonna have to do a battle with him, and then you'll get the little symbol, and then yada yada yada. You can keep moving on. You can battle your heart's content here. You can figure out all the rules by yourself, because I am, again, not amazing with the battle frontier, besides one area, and actually, where we're gonna be heading next is down there, that one little area there. But, right here is the one place that I spent virtually all my time in. A Seviper. I spent all my time in a Seviper. Yes. This is the Battle Pike. Choose one of 3 paths. Now, this is probably my favorite out of all of them, because I got the most accustomed to this one, and I pretty much almost beat it, besides the fact that the battle leader, or the Pike leader, has a freaking Milotic, and I hate the guts out of Milotics. They're so annoying and they're so powerful. Anyway, off the topic of me hating Milotics, this place, basically, you're gonna choose 3 doors that you're gonna be able to head in. Sometimes you'll get into one where you'll startle a Pokemon, it'll come and attack the You'll take 3 guys in here, and it'll startle the, first of your party, take some damage on it. But it's all the way up to the end. I think you gotta win 21 consecutive battles. Actually, let me look here, sorry about that. It should be close to that, if not that. You have to win 14. Oh no, 28, sorry about that. 28, because you have to win 7 rows in a row, and then after you can go through it 14 rooms, then it takes you all the way back out. You have to go again to battle the Pike Queen, which is Lucy, which she's not too bad looking for being in a Pokemon game. Laugh at me if you will. Okay, so next to head to is to go here to the Battle Palace, the Battle Palace, which, let me check here, should have, I flipped way too far in my little flip book here. Flip the page! That flip the page. It is the Battle Palace is Palace Maven Spencer. There's the Battle Arena, the Battle Tower, and the Battle Pyramid. The second favorite has got to be the Battle Pyramid, mostly because it's a maze of trainers, and you have to go through it and try to survive for as long as possible against those trainers. But enough of what I have to say about the Battle Frontier. Next, I actually have to find a waterfall that we have to surf down. And through surfing down that waterfall, we will be able to go to that small area there, and I gotta figure out where to go here, because there are special Pokemon from the original Pokemon series in there, like Smeargle. This is gonna be called Artist Cave, I think it is, or close to that. I don't think it's exactly Artist Cave, but we'll see in a second. It has something to do with Artist, because Smeargle paints with his tail, kind of like an Apom, but he has paint for a tail instead of a hand, which grabs things. Alright, what else? Herm. I guess I gotta find a way how to get down here. It's somewhere around here, I know that. Oh, it's right over here, alright. So, right here, let's talk to this lady. Excuse me, young one. Have you good eyesight? There's an odd tree pass here, and to my eyes, and to my tired eyes, it seems to wiggle. Now, this tree here if you would like to catch it, it's a Sudowoodo. Now, this is the only Sudowoodo in the game you're gonna have a chance to catch. I suggest, it's gonna be, I think, level 20, so if you're gonna truly want to... It's doing the jig! Okay, you're gonna actually need something called a pail for this. I gotta find it first. Alright, this is actually the... something. The Battle Arena. This is, that's one of the cooler areas of the game, the Battle Arena. I actually gotta find where this pail is, because I gotta think. Gotta go crazy. Okay, that was the worst song ever known to mankind. Aside from any other pop song. Alright, you actually gotta find a pail around here. You know what, guys? Just give me a second. I'm gonna look in my flip book where it is, because I don't recollect the Battle Frontier as good as I probably should for a Let's Play, but, you know, whatever. BRB! Alright, guys, so, we are actually going to want to go to a shop. What was this again? It was out on Route 10-something that I just read and I totally forgot. It's either 104 or 105. It's on Route 104. This is called the Pretty Petal Flower Shop. Now, this might be it right here. No, that's Wally's house. Fail! Alright, so we're gonna want to go to that shop, and from there, we're gonna have to go and find the pail, and I actually think I went the wrong way, because I think I might know exactly where it is. It should be, yeah, it's right there. So we're gonna head right to Rustboro and head south of Rustboro, about right where we're gonna head into the woods, where we first caught Joe, and actually, Joe, we have not used him in a while. I know it's sad, but I don't really feel like going and changing the Pokemon I currently have, because that's a lot of editing for me to do, and that's just freaking boring. Alright, so right here is the Pretty Petal Flower Shop. In here, we can either buy what we need, aka the Whalmer Pail. No, it's not there. We're gonna want to talk to one of the girls or something in here, and she will give us the Whalmer Pail. Here we go. Oh, another thing. If you don't pick berries for a while, they'll drop off onto the ground. But they'll sprout again. Isn't that awesome? It's like they have the will to live. Wait, what'd she say about the Whalmer Pail? What about the Whalmer Pail? Oh, was I This is gonna be the stupidest thing ever. Give me a second. Let's look in the key item. Back to the Battle Frontier we go! To water that sprout, even though I could have sworn that I had the Whalmer Pail all along. I didn't actually search my inventory to make sure I didn't have it. What an idiot I am. I thought you had to press A in front of it. I'm sorry. I thought pressing A in front of it would allow you to be able to just go and, like, talk to it, I guess you could say. Talk to a Sudowoodo. That's not being mentally weird at all. Alright, so, for this battle, Sudowoodo is actually going to know it's a rock type, and I think it'll know fighting moves too, so you're gonna want to be careful. Anyway, let's use the Whalmer Pail on the Sudowoodo plant thing here. The weird tree doesn't like the Whalmer Pail. The weird tree attacked! We battle the weird tree! Sudowoodo. I think he is a fighting rock type, if I'm not mistaken. Otherwise, he's just plain rock type. Now, this is the only battle against a Sudowoodo in the game. So, if you would like to confirm the fact that you want to catch a Sudowoodo, feel free. I am not going to. I'm just going to kill him one hit with Aurora Beam, because that will be effective against his rock-type weakness. But it is ineffective against his... Wow. Oh, no, he blocked Aurora Beam. Whatever. Oh, no, I can't escape now. I thought blocked the most recent attack. That might be something else, though. Whatever. Alright. But since he is rock-type and fighting, if I remember... You know what? I really want to check this. I'm sorry. I want to make sure that he's rock-type and I'm not making myself look like an idiot. But I'm not even sure if he's going to be in here. Because I do have a small guide next to me, but this was only for the original Pokemon, not for, like, these ones, too. Listen to the music if you'd like, as I try to find him here. As soon as I get done here, I'm actually gonna start reading Full Metal Alchemist again, because I got really into that recently, and I've been just reading it like a freaking crazy man, if you haven't seen my Twitter. Did I skip past it or something? Because I might have. In a second here, I'm about to just go with my instinct and say, yes, it's rock fighting. Yeah, whatever. I'm saying I'm going with my instinct and saying that it's rock fighting type, so... Alright. So, that disappears, and now we can head down the waterfall. Now, the only way to get back up is to use waterfall if you want to go straight back into the battle frontier, but, I mean, you don't have to. You can just fly away as long as you got fly, but you could trap yourself down here without having waterfall. And that would suck so bad. Luckily, it's not the worst. Artisan Cave, that's what this is. Now, you'll notice in Artisan Cave here that there's not much here. No Pokemon trainers, but the only Pokemon in here are Smeargles with green tails. That's like pink eye for the Smeargle community, except green tail. Alright. Smeargle is a complete normal type. It is super effective, and I think actually Ditto, who calls it a Ditto? Seriously? Dittos are also in this cave too. Dittos mimic the opponent's Pokemon and change into that Pokemon, so. Hey, an HP up, yay. That can be put to no good use at all. So let's exit out of the cave here. This just will contain Dittos and Smeargles. It's nothing too important, but it is something that you'd like. I think it contains Dittos. Why do I keep saying Dittos? I don't remember, but I couldn't remember that I could have swore that I caught Dittos in here originally. No, I guess not. I guess it's just Smeargle. I could have swore that I had Dittos in here. There's a place where you can get Dittos in this game, but I don't remember exactly where it is. It might be farther in this game. I don't remember. I really did not do anything with Smeargles or Artisan Cave at all. There's only a couple items in here, so... I mean, I need to show it off because it's a full 100% Let's Play, so... Alright, guys. Next, I guess, quickly, I will tell the small tale of the final Pokemon that you have any chance to catch in this game, as I try to make it out of Artisan Cave here and end off back in Little Root Town. There are Pokemon that you are able to get in this game, but through certain circumstances, in tickets, through launch dates, and stuff like that. But I'm not going to get too far into that. Firstly, I would like to mention that, there's actually one more thing I'm going to go do. I think I might know where to go. I think I need to go here. Head to Fall Harbor Town next, but anyway, I'm going to talk about Jirachi and Deoxys quick here. Now, there's a legendary Pokemon called Jirachi, which is aka the Wishmaker. Now, the Wishmaker, Jirachi, is only found in, you know, or, well, I don't even know what I was saying. Whatever, anyway. Oh, it's not safe that way. I was digging away, you see, when the whole wall collapsed. I think there's a giant cavern underneath now. But I've left it alone, because I don't think there are any fossils there. Like how fossils was completely capitalized. Now, one of you guys told me that in the aftergame, here in the desert underpass, there will be Dittos! Yes, this is where the Dittos are. Come on. I mean, I can't believe I forgot that. Dittos are in the desert underpass here, along with the final fossil that you didn't pick up when we were in desert with Mirage Tower. It fell down all the way over here. That's a long ways to fall. Be carried by a conveyor belt all the way over here. The underground conveyor belt. Anyway, what I did or what I was saying is that Jirachi the Wishmaker it's the movie Jirachi the Wishmaker, and Jirachi can only be obtained through pre-ordering a game, not Emerald, but through pre-ordering Pokemon Coliseum, which is really weird. And then you could hook up, you have to have a GameCube for this too, because that was on the GameCube, it wasn't for this. Anyway, it ends up that once you get in here, Jirachi is just plain out a good Pokemon. Especially since, I don't remember exactly how long it was ago, guys. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but, GameStop had a Wi-Fi connection sort of thing. If you connected to their Wi-Fi, this is only for a little bit amount of time, you'd be able to get a level 5 Jirachi that knew Draco Meteor. One of the most powerful attacks ever known to Pokemon. I did end up getting that, but wow, there's a Whismur down here too. He must have fell through along with that fossil. Anyway, through the root fossil, you're gonna end up getting Lilith. I think it may be Lilith. Either Lilith or something else. I don't remember what its evolution is or if that is the evolution. Anyway, the other Pokemon that I was talking about, aside from Jirachi, is Deoxys, which was only gotten along with the launch of it. You had to go to a conference where they talked about Emerald, and you would have gotten a ticket or you would have gotten a plug-in for your Game Boy, and that would have given you tickets for on the SS title to go to certain islands where you'd be able to catch them, along with catching Latios if you chose Latias, and Latias if you chose Latios. So that's the whole story with Deoxys. Now there is a rock in Moss Deep City that if you take Deoxys there, it'll change its form. It might be you have to come back the next day, if I'm sure, to be able to change its form again. So that's how to change its form. Now, I don't think there's anything else for me to mention. Oh, I do remember one last thing in this game that I have to go over that so many people told me I needed to go over. And we're actually somewhat close to it. You guys remember Steven, right? Well, anyway, actually, I think I have an escape rope here. I'll just escape. Steven, after all this stuff ended up going, and he went back into hiding and wherever he went, he ended up going to an area, aka Meteorite Falls, where you can literally go and battle him. But he is so overpowered, he is so OP, that you will pee yourself. I'm not kidding. He has level 80 Pokemon, and I'm screwed if I try to go battle him. So many people told me, oh, Patrick, go and battle him. Go and battle him. No! I'm screwed. He has a Metagross, which is like level 57 as his lowest Pokemon. I don't even think it's that low of a level. And great, I can't even get up there. Okay, well, I guess I gotta go from around the other way. He will be sitting inside Meteorite Falls, which is right over in this area. It'll be kind of right here. And if you go and battle Steven, you end up, that's kind of like the red of the Heart Gold and just Gold and Soul Silver games. He's kind of like the red of this game. So, I don't exactly know what else to do in this game. We're done. Virtually done. Unless I forgot anything, I'll come back at a way later time and Let's Play. But my first Pokemon Let's Play finished completely. Let's look at our Pokedex. We've seen 147 in the Hoenn. Caught 31 in Hoenn and 31 in National, because they're virtually the same. Anyway, that's it. I don't know what else to say, guys. I'm not gonna ever do the Battle Frontier, because that would take an extra, like, 20 episodes. That, I guess, is it. Next time, in probably 3 days, is when Partners in Time is gonna release. I also did get the quality up for that, so it's gonna be virtually HD quality, which is gonna be, like, really good looking for you guys. But that's it. My first Pokemon LP done. And with, like, almost 60 episodes in it. I'll see you guys next time for Partners in Time, as we finish here, and I actually want to go stare up at that orange GameCube that was sitting up here. Oh, it wasn't orange. It was purple! The purple GameCube. Let's look at a closer look at the Hoenn map. Look at how far we went. From here to over here, the Battle Frontier, to over here, where we battled Wallace to win. and become the Hoenn League champion. Oh, one last thing. You are allowed in this game to go back and battle all the gym leaders if you want to level up. I don't think it's infinitely, but I think you can go and battle them. I know you can go and battle them again, but after you beat them, they're done. They won't, like, re-go back and allow you to battle them again. And you can also battle the Elite Four again. As many times as you want for the Elite Four, but they're just extremely higher level, like in the 70s. So, I say, how the frick am I walking through my bed? You know what? I say, why can't I sleep in the bed? I can't sleep in my own bed. Wow, that's such a loser thing to do. I'll just sleep out here on the carpet. Alright, this is dragging on too long, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on every single episode of Emerald. And Partners in Time should be releasing within the next couple days. That's going to be by far one of my favorite Let's Plays and one of the best Let's Plays I'm ever going to have. I'll see you guys later, or next time for some more, not some more, but for Partners in Time. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time!